Hello, hello, my lovelies. Today we're going to be talking about some good books to finally kick off your fall season. If you couldn't see, I am wearing a sweater and a beanie. It was chilly this morning, and it was a little bit like foggy and drizzly, so I was like, you know what? It might be time to do reads to kick off your fall season, and that's where we are right now. So without any further ado, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's jump into it. Roll the intro. Welcome back. Now, I am finally glad that it is fall. If you couldn't see, the sun has begun to finally hit my window because for some reason during the summer it doesn't. So that's why you see the fall light behind me. And we're going to talk about some fall reads. So here we go. The first book that I have to kick off your fall/spooky season, the vibes are just there. This is Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shea Ernishaw, and this is one of my most recent reads. This, of course, follows the story of Sally after the events of Nightmare Before Christmas, as she struggles with the idea that she is now married to Jack, and that makes her the queen of Halloween Town, and she really wants to be a good ruler and to prove herself that she can be the queen of Halloween Town. And shenanigans happen. There is basically a sleeping curse on the entire town of Halloween Town, and it's up to Sally to fix it all up. And I really liked this book. I thought it was cute. I thought it was sweet. This is a fairly new release, so I'm not going to give you guys too many details besides pick this book up. It was so cute. It's, of course, taking place in Halloween Town, so the vibe check is definitely passed there. And if you like Nightmare Before Christmas, you know it has that like whole thing about being, is it a Halloween movie? Is it a Christmas movie? So it's like the vibes are there also. So that's definitely one of the reads. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. I found absolutely nothing wrong with this book except for how short it was. I wanted more of Sally. So that's the reason why I knocked off the star. I wanted more of it, okay? This was great. Our second read has to do, if you're not wanting the full-on spooky vibes of Long Live the Pumpkin Queen, this is a mystery that hits all the right boxes. This was perfect. This was actually a surprisingly good read for me when I read it for the first time, but it boasts itself on having secret passages, hundreds of riddles, and of course, there's a mystery to solve. This is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. There is 3 in this series, but in the first book, it surrounds Avery Grams, who is a struggling college student, and suddenly she finds out that she is the sole inheritor of a massive fortune, and there are the Hawthorne grandsons, who are the grandsons of the man who originally owned the fortune, and they are all competing to figure out this mystery that the will itself was the catalyst for. This was so good, and if you've ever seen the movie Knives Out, this is Knives Out vibes. This was so good. I have loved every book so far. The third one has come out, which is called The Final Gambit, and I am really excited to read it. So if you're looking for just like a nice, thrilling mystery to solve with all the right mystery hidden vibes, definitely check out The Inheritance Games. You will not be sorry. The third book that I have for you today, if you're just wanting those kind of like rainy day, maybe a bit of romance vibes, of course Twilight's gonna be in this. I mean, every single season I watch Twilight, every single time it gets to this time of year. The movie vibes are just iconic. It is the fall season book to read for me. I do a reread of Twilight every single year, and I hope you know what Twilight is about, but if you don't, there is a girl named Bella Swan. She moves to the rainy town of Forks, Washington, and she has a mysterious classmate named Edward Cullen. And spoilers, he is a vampire. It says it right on the cover. It's going to spoil you on it anyways. Edward is a vampire, they fall in love, and there is 4 books in the series, and I always recommend Twilight to anyone if they're looking for a fall read. Does it have issues? Yes. Are the vibes still here, and I always want a bit of nostalgia when it comes to fall? Also, yes. So, yeah. Always will recommend the first Twilight. At least the first book. Always. For fall. And then there is our last but never least read. This is the September book for me. I reread this every single year. And I know I've recommended this book probably millions of times. I probably will never stop recommending this series or these books, no matter how many problems are in it. It is nostalgia for me. Okay, with that said, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. It has all the vibes, the fall vibes there. Wow, I cannot speak today. Anyways, yes, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Harry finds out that he is a wizard and he is supposed to be attending the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. If you don't know what Harry Potter is, there is 7 books in the series. It is one of the most iconic and controversial series of all time now. So, this has all the fall vibes because they start school in fall on September 1st. There is the iconic scene of the troll in the dungeon. There is all the good, whimsical, magical fall vibes. Everything is here. It checks all my boxes. I totally recommend doing at least a reread of the first Harry Potter every single year. And with that said, that is all the fall books to kick off your season. If you want to recommend a book to me for fall, I would totally like that. Please do. Leave your recommendations in the comments, please. I'm always looking for new books to add to my TBR of things that I will probably hardly ever get around to reading. Because if you are a book nerd, you know book shopping and collecting a TBR is not the same as the pile of books that you've read. Yes, I call myself out in my own videos. Also, so if you feel like it, hit the likes, hit the subscribes, press all the buttons, do all the things. I don't just talk about books, I also talk about movies, TV shows, anime, pop culture news, pop culture drama, anything that I find interesting, it goes on the channel. That's why the name is The Random Show. It's random. For a reason. So, that's what I got for you guys today. Have you read any of these books? What are your fall recommendations for me that I didn't list in this video? I'm always willing to check some out. That's what I got for you guys. I love you all so, so much, and I hope you have the best day. Bye, and happy reading.